Madman's Enclave. And just another fun fact, we're not going to do that. I will say it in a second, otherwise it spoils things.
Open your eyes.
There's a fight. If you sneak, you are completely free to walk around here, and you can just advance, go through here, and you just completely skip this fight at all. Because they're not hidden, they're just not there. Interesting that Solara is activating all those platforms. Alright, I think we do have... Oh, I thought we had 4 enemies. Ah, the first one already acted. And is invisible. Okay, you I attack with magic, you I attack with magic, you I attack with physical or magic. So, you're very close, so it is you to attack. You absorb poison. I can live with that. Infested. What did that do? Erupts and spawns 2 spiders upon death. Oh, you think that's new? A new effect. Okay. Since magic seems to be more powerful this time, we are going to just give the extra turn to Fane. Not to Sebille. Another. Kinda hoping that the invisible one was behind him. Wow. Yikes. Come on. This one. Adrenaline, all the AP we can. I don't think I can kill you, can I? I think it's just like barely not enough. I mean, it's your turn before mine. Let's risk it, come on. Damn it. Oh, come on. Ah, that is just 44. That's okay. Sadly, he's just out of... Is he? I think I can target him, even though he's completely out of reach. No. Hey, and you, my friend, are susceptible to magic. It's very fun. Does anyone need magic armor? No. Excuse me, now I'm wet. Come on, Alfred, help us. I mean, without an infusion, the sword just deals physical damage. But still. Hey, thanks so much for the sub, Rafa. And I... Nope. Let's check the last one. Spider magic one. Why is it always spiders? Nice. And another one. I wonder where the invisible one is. Ah, come on, Alfred. Happen. Oof.
Show yourself.
Aha. Around here. And still invisible. Dude. And let's haste. Oh, come on, just Sebille. want these water damage. Nope. Let's hope that counts as backstabbing. Nope. Ah, damn it, Efred. Get this one to sleep.
Glory is mine.
More sorcery. Sad that it's not magical damage. But I think in general that's so... I said that before, but that's so interesting. You use those sorcery skills, and nothing really happens. No void woken, no anything.
I'll yield to none.
Also a little surprised. The last Trompdoy's doing nothing. And no spiders. What a random effect. Nice. Nice spider meal. Yeah. You see all this liquid coming from the spider when attacked? Ah, there he is. Oh! Did you see that? They all just reappeared. I think that also never happened to me before. Is that fictitious? Do we have to kill this one, the original one? He's the only one who's cursed. We'll just focus on him. And I mean, he has also the most XP, so that's sus. Here we go. Sorry, Sebille. Spiders absorb poison? Sus. Oh, come on. I have to walk all the way around there? On the other hand, that's just 4 AP. Let's just delay our turn. And we will just put you in between those two. And then we'll let it rain. Here we go. Hi, spider.
I'm ready.
Well, let's just build another totem.
I'll yield to none.
Interesting. I do wonder though if we could like basically farm XP. What if killing them again yields more XP? If it would be quite insane.
Prepare yourself.
I don't think so. I'm kind of tempted to find out though. Touch. Decaying touch doesn't do too much. The damage absorbing doesn't count for that. Sneaky. Oh no. Of course she doesn't slip when she's against me. Wow. Did you just turn Fane into a chicken? Damn charming arrows. Oh boy. Wow. I hate it. Yeah, come on, Fane. Why is it Sebille's turn once more? Ah, cause I delayed her turn. Gosh. Gosh. Stop it. Here we go.
Reveal yourself.
Such a messy fight. Especially after it went so well in the beginning. Let's build another totem. An army of totems, basically. Could just finish him. Or are we curious about this one? Ah, come on.
I'll yield to none.
Reach you. Ah, I can reach you. Nice. Level up. Oh, hey. At least all the Trompdoys are gone. We have two very charming spiders. Sad thing that Mala-chan is not around to share my love for spiders. They're not as bad as the Dragon Age ones. Come on, Chicken Fane. Nope.
I'm ready.
We did it! And he seems to be actually dead because we have a body and we can loot him. That's good. Yeah, as I said, I don't really like that skill. Trompdoy's hatchet. Let's see. Ah, that's a one-handed axe. I think Lohse's weapon is actually nicer than that. Yeah, I think it's nicer. Bye, Afrit. Band of Braccus. Intelligence and Constitution. That set's cursed. How about no?
As you pick up the ring, you feel a cold, dark pain shoot up your arm. Your mind itches.
That's always a very good sign, feeling that when you pick up something.
You don't hear, but feel a whisper in your ear. It tells you to slip the ring onto your finger.
Well, kind of reminds me. I have a D&D group, or multiple actually, but I DM one D&D group, which I told quite a few times, I think. And at one point, quite early in the game, there was a ring one of the players found, or all of them found, but it was very connected to the backstory of the character of one of the players. And it wasn't even... I mean, they didn't really look too much at it, and since then, it's still in the inventory, and the thing is like, it has one specific condition which would reveal a little bit of things, and it's like, why did you never even try to put it on? Oh well. Amulet of the Void. We don't really need the range, so nope. My sister has added a brown widow to her collection of jumping spiders. Ugh. Yeah, I can also just say ugh. I mean, nice for her, but spiders. Although I have to agree with Luna, jumping spiders look so very cute. With those big eyes. I still wouldn't like to have one, but they are cute. Can't say no to that. Ooh, Hands of Magic. It's another Constitution, so I think I'm going to give that one to Lavender. Ooh. Ness and Bartering. Who was our bartering person? You, Ifan.
Another giant speaks, Quercus.
Help?
No, never. I will pay it no notice. One of its troop has an air of nobility about it, but this one...
I just clicked on you, Salora, by accident.
Ugh.
Wow. Did you just insult Ifan? How dare you? Okay, Finesse and Bartering, I still want to equip this amulet, and here we go. Right, all healed up, so let's go for the level up. It's the easiest one, so just attribute points and skill points. Don't think so far I have those already want. I mean, since we have the slots, let's go for the Blood Rain. Casually. Let's just let some Blood Rain. But so I think I don't need some memory, at the moment at least. On the other hand, I could take, let's take one memory, just for another Hydrosophist skill. The rest we put into intelligence, so we'll be smart. Still think I'm mainly using necromancy. Oh, it's just Lavender who got the level up. Lavender and Fane. Curious. Very interesting. Okay, Fane. I will also give you 1 point in memory and 1 more in intelligence, and we're going to go for... Let's go for geomancing, just so we can at least a little balance it out if someone is like immune to poison or Mistra Beware immune to fire. I personally like spiders, but I wasn't allowed one as a kid, so I had to settle for lizards. Aww. Well, ever thought about maybe now getting a spider as a pet, Alistair? Freedom of being old.
That's plenty.
Ooh, I love it. Cool. To quote Gringo Thief from Baldur's Gate 3. From lots of necromancer soldiers. And look at that, Gratiana soldier. Which makes way more sense why she knows so much about Braccus Wrex. Such Zapper soldier. So, let's have a look at those.
The jar on the plinth before you seems ancient, but is in surprisingly good condition. It's covered in pictograms that you can't understand, but you're sure you just saw one of them move.
Lavender places his hand upon the jar. The lizard is still alive, so maybe after he passes. Oh, sounds like an idea. I mean, how old is your lizard then? I've not really much of an idea how old lizards get. Anyway.
The pictograms spin to life, and you're dragged into a dream. You see the lizards of the ancient empire turning their backs on you, casting you out into the wilderness. As you roam, the human apes turn away from you, all but one. One smiles, one opens his arms, one says he'll take you home. Braccus Wrex. He promises power for a price. He picks off your golden scales, one by one, stripping you down to the bone. He promised you a crown, but all you got was shackles. You try to fight, try to reclaim what's yours, but a woman takes you by the hand and leads you to a tower. He promised he'd take me home, you cry. You are home, she smiles as she seals the door. This is where you belong. Your hand drops away from the soul jar, your skin prickling. In the back of your mind, you hear a small, scared voice whimper before fading to nothing.
Oh, poor guy. Yeah, you have three options. You can slip the jar into your backpack, you can take the soul jar and smash it to pieces, so freeing the soul. Or you can remove the lid from the jar and absorb the soul inside. And in my first Let's Play, I think I destroyed all the soul jars, except the one for Gratiana. And just to see a little bit of different stuff, we're going to slip the jar into our backpack. He's a bearded dragon and he's 12. They live for about 15 years on average. That's quite old. More than I expected. Oh, his name is Toothless. That's cute.
The long-dead lizard's visions fade.
I can't help but sympathize with him. He just wanted to go home.
I kinda expected that it would be voiced, I don't know why. He committed his crimes out of pain, not malice. He ought to be forgiven.
No amount of loneliness excuses wickedness. He helped a monster for selfish reasons.
What he did shames his people.
This is the price of pride and greed. The villain got what he deserved.
No amount of loneliness excuses wickedness. He helped a monster for selfish reasons.
I am kinda surprised. What, they agree? Oh well. Yay, 129 gold coins. Though I would argue that those are more than 129.
The soul jar stands on its plinth, glowing softly. From within, you can almost hear the whisper of a voice.
Doesn't sound dangerous or sketchy at all. Once more, Lavender lays his hand on the surface of the jar.
You see, or rather, you feel a far-off land. Frozen breath hangs in the air, pine needles brush your cheeks, and in your arms you can feel a weight. A body, dead. But you have hope. Your vision swims. You're older, but perhaps not wiser. You march at the head of a shambling host, the enemies of Braccus Wrex melting before you. The scene twists again. Now Braccus stands before you, a beautiful woman at his side. You lash out in treasonous rage, but cold arms bind you. You're sealed away in a tower. Your screams fill the darkness.
I wonder what happens in between.
You feel a jolt and open your eyes to see the soul jar before you, lying still in the vault. Your hand falls from the jar and grips the pillar as you try to calm your ragged breathing.
The roller coaster of a life. I don't know how I feel about infinite punishment for a finite crime. Eventually that's just as bad as the original crime, right? Those are the deep questions. At least personally, I think very, very few people are like forever beyond redemption. I think Lavender, Lavender is a bit more vindictive about that, but I can't talk too much because otherwise this dialogue will fade. There we go.
The necromancer's memories fade to black, but the feelings remain.
You know, we're better off without vile necromancers like that.
They may have been a necromancer, but they did not feel evil. Misguided, perhaps.
Does that make it better if you don't feel evil doing evil stuff? I mean, it doesn't change the outcome. I mean, I'm quite sure they also didn't feel good. They probably didn't feel like they're doing the best they can.
Anyone who marches at the head of an undead host deserves whatever punishment they get.
One must wonder how many more lives they took. How much misery the scum caused.
Well, Team Lohse and Ifan.
The memories of a necromancer. What could be more vile?
Anyone who marches at the head of an undead host deserves whatever punishment they get.
Wouldn't it depend on the crime? Some people in history deserve eternal torment. Yeah. I mean, that's what I meant with... I don't think those are, in my opinion, many people. But there definitely are some. So, agreed. Bear skin armor. Where's finesse? Well. Here. Yeah. One-handed weapons and a two-handed weapon. Who uses two-handed weapons? Actually, ever so slightly. Oh no, it is actually nicer because of the cleave damage. Let's go with it. Supernova skill book. Here you go, Fane. Let's learn it. Don't think I will use it a lot, or maybe even at all. Let's look. Okay, and here we have one of the purging wands, which is basically the weapon which the magicians also use. It allows you to cast Purge, which basically just takes the source of something. Carved from an ancient metal-like material, the wand is heavier than it appears. Etched along the shaft is the symbol of the Source King, Braccus Wrex. Hell, what could go wrong? Equip.
Look at that wand. It hums within a source.
Do you remember, since we have it in our inventory still, we found the drained wand? If you use up all the charges on a purging wand, it turns into a drained wand. Right. More soldiers.
This jar glitters and glows. From within you think you can make out the distant sound of laughter. With a jerk, your mind is pulled to a scene in a tavern. You see a dwarf in the center of the room, joking us all around roar with laughter. All bar the zombies, who are slavishly serving food and drink. The door opens, and a tall, beautiful woman stalks into the room. She's flanked by heavily armed guards. You can't make out her words, but see the fear in the dwarf's eyes. The dwarf mutters a word, and the undead lurch towards the intruder, but are cut down like wheat. The dwarf tries to run, pushing her friends into the woman's path, but is grabbed before she can escape.
Wow.
As she's dragged away to a tower, you hear her cursing Braccus Wrex and his whore. Even when she's thrown inside and the door sealed, you can still hear her shouts. You pull your hand away from the jar, your head swimming. You can feel the dwarf's cold terror still twisting in your gut.
I mean, which is kind of interesting. You probably noticed that all those soldier visions shared a woman, which was at Braccus Wrex side.
The vision fades.
I can do little but condemn the necromancer's cowardice and greed.
She must have been acting against Braccus Wrex, for him to have come for her like that.
Why is Fane, not protecting all of them, but just forgiving all of them?
Keeping the dead as slaves? What a disgusting display. She deserves...
Being locked in a tower was more kindness than any necromancer deserves.
I've rarely seen such cowardice on display.
Keeping the dead as slaves? What a disgusting display. She deserves every punishment she got.
The rest of the party agrees. Though, I mean, we don't have the Red Prince with us. He's also very accepting of power abuse and tyranny and stuff. Not surprising. Here we have another part of the Tyrant's armor set. Artifacts of the Tyrant. Captain Zetch. Oh.
You made it all this way.
Well, I did. But definitely not thanks to you.
I'm sorry.
You are.
He trembles and seems to shudder with a quiet sob.
I'm cursed, you know. Bloody Braccus bound me here to protect his vault. He has my soul in that jar just there, and I can't leave without it. As long as the jar stays unbroken, I can never truly die.
The interesting part is, there is Radiana's soul jar, but at least she doesn't seem to be controlled by Braccus, right? And she's planning something really, really sinister. So, what exactly did you do to earn such a punishment?
I don't rightly know. This was the Source King's way. Befriend you, then destroy you. I was a fool to expect I'd be an exception. His favor was intoxicating. That's no excuse, but it is the reason.
Even if he allied with Braccus Wrex, I don't think anyone really... No, thinking about it again, I think eternal punishment I wouldn't wish on anyone. In the end, like, to what end? So it doesn't bring people back. Alright, you know, we're going to break your soul jar.
Really? You would?
He drops to his knees before you and grabs onto your feet with both hands, head hanging.
And I mean, especially in this situation, I don't think he had too much choice.
Thank you.
Like, at least, like, attacking us and all that stuff. Nice, level up for the rest of the party. A dagger named Carver. What's Hawk's brother doing here? Oh, a rope of power. Constitution arrow forge. Nice. Leggings, warding, wits, and perseverance. As usual, it's kind of sad that I can't look at my inventory. I can just compare it to my... well, the chosen character's inventory. But oh well. Here we go. Oh. The other one to Ifan. Quite a nice shield, could be our nicest so far. Not really. Let's give this one to Ifan. That is slightly nicer. Always shuffling through all the equipment stuff. Okay, beasts. I want you to learn another spell, so we're going to go with memory and intelligence. Bolts. Oh. And yeah, let's invest a little bit more into arrow forge, because like currently we have more arrow forge skills than non-arrow forge skills. And yeah. Lohse. Going to give you one more memory slot just in case, and more strength. I'm kind of thinking about actually investing a little bit into leadership. It's like plus 2% dodging and 3% to all resistances. It is really neat. But it could also go and deal more damage. Let's take the dodging. I also think someone already has Why does Ifan has leadership? I have to change that sometime. Anyway. Ifan. Do you need memory slots? Oh, no. So... Int. Summoning. Okay, I think that was everyone. No, Sebille. How could I forget you? And I gotta say, I think we're going to go with actually 2 points in memory. Of course, both Rupture Tendrils and Sawtooth Knife are nice skills. Or even Decaying Touch. So, what gear gives you leadership? Ah, the belt. I'm just thinking about what combat ability to take. I always want to say skill. I think I'm going to go for necromancy, so I don't need the helmet. Which of the equipments was it? And also a little bit of regeneration in combat is nice. Memory. Here. Or Decaying Touch. Let's go for Decaying Touch. Here we go. And all done. Get some more gold. Add more loot. Another masterwork room. Let's quickly see if someone has a free slot. You do, but I rarely attack with the wand. Your shield has a free one. Runes. More physical armor. Let's go for that. Well, yeah. Later on there are more rune slots.
A soul jar rests between two fallen columns, emanating a faint odor of seaweed and timber.
Yeah, we're definitely not going to leave that behind. So Lavender pries the jar free.
When you touch the glass, your vision wavers. You emerge on the prow of a fine ship. Your armor pulses with enchantment, dominating those who draw near. Your flag flies for Braccus Wrex, a tyrant who traded for your soul. With his power, your flesh and blood is no longer relevant. The vision fades as the soul thrashes, trying to sever your connection.
Interesting, it's the first one trying to fight back. So... it thinks the light is where the soul belongs and tries to hide it there.
To be soulless is a horrible, empty fate. You seek out Braccus's vault, but the moment you reach the soul jar, he ensnares you. Thus imprisoned, you can only dream about what is out of reach. Your soul and that alluring armor.
That alluring armor?
The vision shatters as the soul squirms away from you, curling up in the bottom of the jar. The soul jar pulses with trapped life force.
Let's take it. See if we'll meet this guy sometime. Hey, last but not least, Tiana.
The jar before you may have looked opulent once, but no longer. Now it's covered in grime, its paint chipped away, and its jewels long stolen. The soul jar rocks slightly, light flashing